I'm gonna get you, Kirby! I'm gonna get me, Kirby!
Now that's the best sounding elevator music I ever heard.
Viacom Incorporated! Good Lord, we sound like a broken record.
You again? Alright, Viacom, pick your poison. Will it be an episode that promotes suicide? Or maybe an episode where people are named after horrible, horrible food puns? I've got plenty of friends who would love to know what you're cooking up. I mean, come on, they really gotta know. So, what do you have lined up? That has gotta be the most wonderful sound I've ever heard in my life, because that sound means I have to review a video game. Cue up the Ice Bucket Challenge. Hot damn, that's cold. Alright, here's how my specific version of the challenge is going to work. First, you make a donation to ALS, because, you know, it's important. And upon the challenger's request, each challengee has 1 month to complete a review of his or her choosing. Why do I stay in this town? The catch? You must use your first minute on air to explain Lou Gehrig's disease and why you should join the fight to cure it. And the other condition of the review challenge, you are contractually obligated to finish your introduction to the game with the same motions and the same catchphrase as Mr. Deep Dish, all the way down to the iconic remote. To Mr. Enter, you get the most fitting target, to Brutal Moose, Rugrats Studio Tour, complete with Klasky Chupo graffiti-style logo, I imagine. And for Pan Senpai, have I saved the best one for you, a review of the original Super Smash Bros. For Nintendo 64, turning your look into the Super Smash Bros. Series, which consists of only your Melee video, into a fully formed retrospect. Like, you know, your least profitable pet project. Alright, Mr. Deep Dish, let's get this show on the road. Aye aye, Captain. Ladies and gentlemen, time to riot loose with a Fandom Arson of Rugrats Scavenger Hunt for the Nintendo 64. Belts up, gang. We're about to land. But first, a little question. Just how many of you heard of Hudson? These guys created the Bomberman franchise. One of those video games that you can play at pizza parties, so to speak. They produced that, as well as this game called Mario Party. It's basically a board game, which apparently includes little minigames, with each and every installment a Nintendo exclusive. I have a long history with the franchise, dating back to the original on N64. I even snuck a peek at Mario Party 3 when it was coming out. By far my all-time favorite of the 8 games they developed, Mario Party 6 for the GameCube. The major reason is fair square, aka the best game board for tournament play. Hashtag MP6 for Iron Man of Gaming. A day and night cycle is also present, as is Twyla, baby's first waifu.
Ha ha! Dangly parts.
There will come a time where I shall ascend and talk about this game. It shall be the 6th arson after a video game review, as always. A review made unique by my history of the game. This is not that review. Instead, I'm reviewing what appears to be a crappy licensed game produced by corporate failure THQ. Alright, let's get this show on the road.
I haven't played a board game in a long time. Pop, you read the rules while I make some popcorn.
If only I were there to help.
We need to know what type of game we want to play, how many players, who's gonna play. Interesting.
Nice to know I'm up for a good time. Naturally, the beauty of these types lie within the art of exaggeration, making something bigger than what it already is. And how do they do it this time? That's right, THQ. You made me reference Drawn Together Babies. The attempted spin-off which, quote-unquote, debuted one of my fan characters, Walter Saget.
This is the kind of crap you see in bad Saturday morning cartoons.
It's a long road.
The gameplay is at least somewhat similar to Mario Party. You spin the wheel, move the amount of spaces you're allowed, find treasures, all while eating all the cookies.
Almost as good as mommy!
You get these tricky toys, which are similar to the orbs in the later Mario Party games. You play mini-games to take the opponent's stuff, and you find dust bunnies underwater. I miss the 90s.
I'm
You get 3 boards, half of what you're used to in Mario Party.
You better pay better attention to your cookies!
It's kinda cute making a rattle the spinner, as is the use of Grandpa Lou and the existence of nap time physics.
Well, who do we have here?
If you love the series to the point where you actually watch the spin-off, then this game was made for you. But if you want a party game that requires skill,
Who are you gonna call?
Someone else.
each of the boards are different in aesthetic. You get Pollyanna Jones in the Temple of Doom, Crazy Frog's Popcorn. Popcorn. Also Reptar Land, which features the babies as dinosaurs because...
I don't know!
To be honest with you, I am honestly surprised how different Reptar Rally turned out. It's like it was supposed to be a completely different game altogether, but the developers said hell no. I mean, come on, you can actually lay traps for them, an economy circling around candy, and fucking Reptar.
I'm a motherfucking T-Rex!
Each baby gets its own domain. Licorice for most important character Chucky, Lil gets chocolate milk, younger twin brother Phil gets pudding, and ice cream for Tommy Pickles, not to be confused with Tommy Oliver, Tommy Lee Jones, Thomas, Tommy Oliver. It's a real common name, ask anybody! Bottom line, this game is dangerously cheesy, but in a more nostalgic sense. For once, I actually agree with you, Mr. Deep Dish. Although it doesn't have the variety Mario Party has, this game is still pretty awesome to play. I just wish you luck on your quest to find it, since it was developed by corporate failure THQ. And on the Nintendo 64 at that. This ultimately means we may never see it published again. Because Viacom is Viacom and wants nothing to do with quality. Oh wow, another internet critic. I wonder what he does. Video games, maybe?
Say what you will about Nintendo nowadays, but back in the N64 days, they completely dominated the local multiplayer scene. Just try and argue that. Mario Kart, Mario Party, GoldenEye, Diddy Kong Racing, Snowboard Kids, Perfect Dark, Conker's Bad Fur Day, Bomberman 64, WWF No Mercy, Rugrats Scavenger Hunt!
Oh my god, he knew I was reviewing that game all the time. Guys, I think I may need some time to think about this. I do not know where my 3DS is at the moment, nor do I know where the games are. It was only when an anonymous source bumped into an anonymous source who bumped into an anonymous source's cousin that I actually managed to pick up and play this game again. And it hopefully won't be the last. Not too many quality games come out of licensed IPs, and most of them end up as shovelware.
1 step forward, 2 steps back.
I don't know if I can get into the Nintendo brewed Mario Party games. I don't know, it feels like something big's missing without Hudson around. Although Hudson has been banished into the Nightosphere because Konami is Konami, Nintendo has made absolutely certain to make up for their gameplay changes. How does the ability to control Bowser in the game sound? I hear the big man's taking it well, eh?
I can relate. I can't relate. I'm gonna get in there and mix it up.
So here's to you, Rugrats Scavenger Hunt. Though you lack the many bells and whistles of your inspiration, you will always have a place in the hearts of 90s Nick fans. Holy fuck sauce! I have that game in my collection! I can't believe it! Oh my god! Somebody getting me a table to flip!
In the heart of Transylvania, in the Vampire Hall of Fame, yeah, there's not a vampire any other. He won't bite, beast the man, cause he's a veteran again, and things never run for. If you're looking for some fun, you can always count upon the one they call
Count Duckula.